All right, let's jump right in. In the fast-moving world of Web3, you have the projects that make a ton of noise. And then you have the ones that are quietly in the background building something really, really powerful. Today, we're going to talk about one of those quiet ones, a project that's using decentralization to solve one of the biggest problems in AI.
So let me just ask you straight up. Have you ever heard of a project called Codatta? Now, if the answer is no, hey, you're not alone. But here's the thing. It's a name that's starting to pop up in some pretty interesting circles, and for a very good reason. Before we even get into what it does, just look at these stats, because they really paint a picture. This is not just another random startup. It was one of the first projects to get into the Binance Booster program. It also snagged seed funding from OKX Ventures, so big names, right? But what's maybe even more impressive is the community. It's already got over 2,000 active users who've given it a near-perfect 4.8 out of 5 rating. I mean, wow, that is a heck of a first impression.
So when you've got that kind of big name backing, and you've got users who clearly love the product, the obvious next question is, what does it actually do? So let's get into the core of how this whole system functions.
The concept is incredibly simple, and honestly, that's the beauty of it. At its heart, Codatta is a platform where you can earn rewards just by helping to train artificial intelligence. That's it. You're basically contributing little bits of your human intelligence to make the machine intelligence smarter, and you get a stake in the value that you're helping create.
Now, the technical term for this is AI data labeling. I know, it sounds a little complex, but it's really not. Think of it like you're teaching a little kid. You point to a picture of a shirt and you say, that's a shirt. You point to sneakers and say, yep, sneakers. By identifying and tagging these fashion items, you're creating this amazing structured data set that an AI can actually learn from. You become the teacher in this digital classroom. And getting started is designed to be as easy as it gets. It's a clean, 3-step process. First, you get the Chrome extension. Second, you start helping to label fashion data while you're just browsing the web. And third, you earn rewards for doing it. It's this direct, totally transparent loop from participation to reward, and it's all powered by Web3. Okay, so we know the process is simple. Now let's double-click on that credibility we mentioned earlier. The numbers behind the buzz really tell a compelling story about why this project is getting so much attention, and it's a story told from 2 different angles. First, there's the community. Over 2,000 active users. And look, that's not just a number on a screen. That's a real, thriving base of early adopters who are clearly seeing the value here.
And that community? They're happy. A 4.8 out of 5 rating is a massive signal of quality. It shows that the product actually delivers on what it promises.
And this is where you can see the 2 sides of trust that Codatta has built so well. On one hand, you've got that top-down validation from huge industry players like Binance and OKX. That's your institutional stamp of approval. But then, you have the bottom-up proof from a growing community of real people. When you have both of those things happening at once, you've got something special.
So, after looking at the mechanics and the credibility, what's the most important point we should walk away with? Let's just boil it all down. It all comes back to this one simple, powerful idea from our source material. The entire project boils down to this. You earn rewards by helping label fashion data for AI training. It's such an elegant solution to a massive challenge in the AI world, and it was kind of hiding there in plain sight. And that leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to think about. This whole model, where individuals get rewarded for contributing to a collective goal, it points to a much bigger trend. Are we looking at a future where the huge, colossal task of training AI isn't locked down inside a few tech giants, but is instead decentralized, powered by a global crowd? A future where everyone can contribute and everyone can benefit? That is a powerful thought to end on.